Hello everyone, hope you are doing great. Welcome back to Learn PowerShell with Fun series, and we are in 4th chapter now, which is gonna be basics of using commands. Yep, just commands for now. So we'll start with the very basic, which is gonna be quotation marks. Basically, we all aware that we have two kind of quotation marks, which is single quotation and double quotation. So when to use single quotation? Basically, whenever you're writing any string, you just have to use single quotation. And I'll just show you in an example. So let's say get hyphen child item path. And now I just give C program files. And now if I hit enter, I get an error because I did not include the single quotation for this string, and obviously PowerShell cannot find the path because it just read until the space. And now if I go with the single quotes, and now I got the output. So basically it is must whenever you are using any string which has a space in it, then you must use the single quote. Just like this. Okay, so now double quotation. So when to use double quotation? So whenever your input has a variable in it. Wait, what is variable? I know we haven't covered what variable is yet, but anyhow, the variable is a place where you store any information. And for information, variable always starts with the symbol dollar. So let's go with an example. So I love James Bond, so that's why this example comes here. So I will just save time, but by not typing all these things once again. So let's look at the first line. So I'm mentioning the variable, which is name, and as I mentioned before, it starts with a dollar. So now I'm giving the string input, which is Bond, James Bond. And when I use the write output commandlet, and it does exactly what it says, it's just write the output. So when I go with the name is with dollar name variable, and when I hit enter, it will just give you the output literally whatever we have mentioned inside the single quote. So the name is just dollar name. And when we are going with the next, which is write output, and this time instead of the single quote, we are going with the double quotes. And as soon as we have the double quotes in it, PowerShell will identify the variable and it gives you the different color. And now when I hit enter, if you look at the output, the name is Bond, James Bond. So the variable got replaced by its value we given. So now hope you understand that single quote is only for the string and double quotes whenever you are going to have any variable in your input. So since from Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, and now with Daniel Craig, and I can't wait to see who's going to be the next James Bond. Anyway, and oh yeah, I forgot. So to know more about this quotation, just go ahead and type help space about underscore quoting underscore rules. You will get to more about this single quote and double quotes. So moving on. So there is something called truncating parameters. So it is kind of a shortcut, you can say. So you don't need to type the complete parameter name every time. All you have to do is just type enough so that PowerShell will come to know what you meant to type. And if you look at this example, let's just go with get service spooler hyphen computer name localhost, and I got the output. Basically, whenever you're running this get service command in your local computer, you don't need to include this computer name and localhost. This computer name is mainly for running the command in the remote computers, but just for this example, I had to mention this. So in the next example, I'm going with get service spooler. I'm just mentioning compu and localhost, and I still get the output because PowerShell knows that compu means computer name, and in the syntax there is no other parameter that starts with compu. And if you go with the next example, get service spooler, and now I'm mentioning just comp localhost, and I still get it. So whenever you are having a big parameter name, big parameter name, you don't need to type the complete parameter name. So you can just enough to let the PowerShell realize that that's what you want to type. And now look at this example. Here get hyphen schedule task, and you see task name parameter is there and task path parameter is there. So if you just type task or you just type tas as a parameter, PowerShell will be confused whether you meant the task name or the task path. So what you have to do is, if you need to use the task name, you should at least type task n. And if you need to use task path, you should at least type task p. So this will let the PowerShell know what you meant to type. So yeah, so this is for lazy people like me. I don't need to type much, so it saves some time. And there is something called show command. So PowerShell introduced this feature since version 3, and it's the same feature that is there in PowerShell IAC as well. And whenever you open the PowerShell IAC, in the right hand side you will get the big column. So same thing. And when do we use it? So show command jumps in to help you when you have trouble getting the syntax written properly, especially when you are using the PowerShell console, the normal console. I go with show command and get hyphen event log, and I hit enter, and now I get this GUI. So where I can type the information, I meant the values for the different parameters based on my requirement. So I go with application, and the entry type, maybe I'll go with information, and I want to see only the newest 3. And now I can run it or I can copy it. So if I hit run, so the complete parameter gets typed here, but for some reason I'm not sure why I get this yum here. So I'll just delete it, hit enter, I got it. And if I go with this again, and I'll go with system and entry type information newest 3, and now instead of running it, I just want to copy it. So when I have copied it, I can copy the command to any other documentation if needed, or otherwise I can just paste it once again and hit enter. I got it. So whenever you are having doubt in running any commandlet, and when you're having doubt in providing the syntax properly, you can use this show command feature. So now going to the flow to run a commandlet. So first thing, we just need to guess the word. And for instance, now I want to get the status of spooler service and guess the word. Correct, service. And now use the help system to find the relative commandlets. And I'll go with help star service star. And now I will get bunch of commandlets, and from those bunch of commandlets I have to choose the one I need, which is get hyphen service. And now use the help system to know more about the commandlet. So help space get service. And you have to understand the syntax, whether it's mandatory, positional, optional, switch. In case you're directly coming to this video, and if you haven't watched my previous video where I have taught you guys about the understanding of syntax, just click on the right hand side, you will see the banner. So you just go and watch the video and then come back here. Okay, so coming back to this. And if you still have the doubt, you can use the help once again by using help get service, and you include full detailed or online parameter to know more about how you can use this commandlet. And you have to try it yourself, which is get service spooler. So I'll just go with get hyphen service spooler. Wow. So the status is in running. Got the output success, spooler in running status. So this is how you will go through each commandlet that you are going to discover. And this is only for the first time, because as soon as you come to know about this get service commandlet, and from the next time you will not go through all these things, because you already know get hyphen service commandlet will get you the status of the service you need. So it's all just one time thing, but this is the basic, and this is how you will discover more commandlets, and you will document them, and it will sit in your memory, so you wouldn't go through the same process once again for the same commandlet. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for learning, and please hit like and comment if you have any questions, and please do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you will get to know when I'm going to publish the next video. So you will get the notification, you will not miss anything. Okay, so until next time, take care of yourself and have a great day. Bye bye.